my students have been asking me about buying drumsticks and what they should look for when they're buying a pair of drumsticks. And it made me realise that there's a bewildering array of different sizes available and it can all be a bit confusing. Generally, there's three things you want to look for when you're buying a pair of drumsticks. One is the sound that you want to make. Two is the music that you play or you're going to be playing. And three is what feels comfortable in your hands. When you pick up a stick, you can break it down into different sections. Okay, so we've got the length, the taper, the tip, and the thickness or the size. All right. So manufacturers will make their sticks in a range of different sizes. So the common sizes that you're going to find are 7A, 5A, 5B and 2B. But if you've never bought a pair of drumsticks before, what do those sizes mean? Well, generally, the higher the number and the lower the letter, the thinner the stick. So in this hand here, I've got a 2B, and in this hand I've got a 5A. And if I hold them both up to the camera, hopefully you can see that this 2B is thicker than this 5A here. Can you see that? Okay. Now, manufacturers will also make different sizes in and around those common sizes. My favourite is the 55A by Vic Firth. Okay, it's a great feeling stick. It's nicely weighted, nicely balanced, and allows me to produce the sound I want for the music that I play. Which brings me on nicely to the next part, which is the tip. Now, the tip is probably the single biggest thing that's going to influence the sound that you make. Okay, so on this 5A here, we've got a teardrop tip. Now, a teardrop tip is going to give you a nice warm and focused sound. On this 3A, we've got a barrel tip. Now, the barrel tip is going to give you a loud and punchy sound. And on this stick here, we've got an acorn tip. Now, an acorn tip will give you a nice full and rich sound. The only tip that I don't have here to show you is an oval tip. But an oval tip will give you a nice large spectrum of sound. Now, the tips come in two different materials. They either come in wood, which is formed as part of the stick when the dowel is turned in the factory. The wood tip will give you a very nice warm sound when played on the cymbals. Or alternatively, they can come in nylon. Now, the nylon material is moulded onto and around the top of the stick, and when played on the cymbal, the nylon tip will give you a very bright sound. Best thing to do is to go to your local drum store, grab a stick with a wood tip, grab a stick with a nylon tip, play them both on the right cymbal. You'll hear what I mean instantly. It'll be obvious to you. Okay, so that's the tip. So the next thing to think about is the taper. There could be three different types of taper. A long taper will give you a lot of flex and make a fast playing stick. A medium taper will give you a nice weighted, nicely balanced stick. Okay, and then a short taper, as on this 3A, will give you almost what feels like a front heavy stick. Now, that can be great if you find yourself in a loud music situation. So you need a stick that's going to give you a lot of volume, but you don't want to be going up in the stick thickness. All right. So next thing is length. Sticks are generally 16 inches long. Now, some manufacturers will make what they call extreme versions of their more common sizes. Now by extreme, they mean that they're slightly longer. So here I've got 5A, here I've got an extreme 5A. And you can see that the extreme is about ½ an inch longer than the regular. Okay? Now that extra length is designed to give you more power and more reach around the drum kit, again, without having to sacrifice your stick thickness. And then finally, we've got the material. Now, what's the stick made of? Well, generally, it's wood. And I say generally because it doesn't have to be. There's 3 different types of wood. One is maple. Now, maple will generate or will produce a light stick and a very fast playing stick, which can be great for a loud music. Can be great for a light music situation. So you might absolutely love a 5B, but a regular 5B might be too much stick for the music situation you find yourself in which case a 5B maple would be ideal. The more common one is hickory. Hickory is a denser wood than maple. It's medium weight. It absorbs shocks well, it's got a nice bit of flex, and it's durable, so it's going to last longer than maple. And then finally there's oak. Now oak is far more dense than maple and hickory, and because it's far more dense, it's got less flex. Also, it's more durable, but it doesn't absorb shocks as well. And then, aside from wood, you've got the aluminium or polyurethane sticks. Now these come in not as wide a range of sizes as the wooden sticks, but they are extremely durable. Personally, I'm not a great fan, but you might absolutely love them. Okay? So when it comes to buying sticks, it's a very personal thing. What suits me might not suit you. So the best thing you can do is go down to your local drum store, go to the stick rack, grab some sticks out of the rack. There'll be a pad by the side of the rack. Try some out, see what you like. Ask the advice of the guys working in the store. They'll be able to help you. Okay, so I hope this helps. If you're watching this on Vimeo or YouTube, there's a link below the video that you can download a PDF version of this information. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.